Good afternoon, CFM. It's Coach Matt with our Tuesday workout. We're gonna hit our deload pressing cycle, so a little bit lighter weight, a little bit less volume, but some good challenges from the accessory stuff that we're doing today, and then a sprint, core, and carry workout to finish. So let's begin with our warm-up. 15 calories, your choice, road bike or ski. Then I want you to go to the ground, scorpion stretch. This is as much for your shoulders as it is for your back. So push with this, the hand that's driving the opposite leg across. Right, 4 reps on each side. Then I want you to find a bar to hang from, and we're doing either a 20-second monkey hang, or if you want to, you can add the hanging hip taps. And notice I'm doing this with my feet on the ground, but I'm still getting a really good amount of grip tension from my arm that's on the bar because I'm floating my toes. I'm just barely touching my toes, so I'm making it a little bit harder than just standing on the ground, right, and hanging onto the bar. Use the pressure from your feet to modulate how much resistance you're hanging with, and that will get you a little bit better activation of those muscles, right? Last one is reverse lunge and then twist towards the knee that's forward to try to touch your heel that's back behind you. Reverse lunge, now rotating the opposite direction towards the knee that's forward to try to touch that heel behind you. When we get through 2 rounds of that, we're gonna set up bench press and our 2 accessory movements. One of them is just with the bench, the other one is with our small band. And again, bench press, we're on our deload cycle of this for this week. We did our heavy stuff last week, and we're taking a little bit of a break from the heavy weightlifting, but we are still doing the movements on our deload cycle, right? So sets of 8 reps, just down, touch the chest, press the arms straight up. When you're done with each set, and all of those should feel very moderate. You should not feel too much stress when you're doing them. The band face pull. Keys on this one is we are trying to engage the rotator cuff muscles, so we should feel like we're always pushing our hands apart and rotating at the shoulder, and that my elbow should approximately stay at 90 degrees once I'm in the rotation phase of that exercise, okay? So I'm starting with about a shoulder width grip on the band, pushing my hands apart, rowing back towards me. Right before it hits my nose, I rotate up over my head, okay? One smooth pull as opposed to a ratchet here, and then a ratchet here, and then a ratchet here, and a ratchet here. So smooth pull, smooth extension. Smooth pull, smooth extension. Last one is a single leg foot elevated glute bridge. So I will have one heel on the bench, one foot pointed straight at the sky, and with the heel on the bench and my knee at about 90, I'm driving my hips up as high as I can, right? Punch those hips towards the sky, try to get that leg straight vertical, and then switch and do the same thing with the opposite leg, okay? 4 sets through that, supersets every time. When we finish that, we have a little sprint workout. The workout will start with a Airdyne sprint for every round, but the sprint goes down. Starts at 30 seconds, then 20 seconds, then 10 seconds, and the score is all going to be calories, right? So every round, you have to do all the accessory work afterwards, but it's not timed, and then recover, and then you're gonna go back to the bike for the second sprint, same thing, back to the bike for the third sprint, okay? And at the end of the round, you can rest as much as you need before you feel ready to go to really hammer hard. And when I say max effort, this is when we're actually asking for max effort. A lot of times we say as many rounds as possible, or 3 rounds for time. And those are technically, we're asking for the maximum amount of capacity within that time domain, but I'm intentionally making the time domain longer, and it's not a sprint, it's more of a conditioning workout. This is extremely short, so 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Those should be actual max effort. We are trying to peg the needle all the way as high as it will go. Move your legs and arms as fast as they will go. Do not hold back for anything, right? If you hold back from your effort on a max effort sprint, then you will not improve in your max effort ability. All right, next is gonna be a 20-second seated overhead hold with the weight that you finished your bench press with. So if you did your bench press at 40 to 50%, we're gonna bring the bar, you're seated at the rack, bring it to your shoulders, press overhead, and holding for 20 seconds. And actually, when I did this, I would face the other direction so I can see the clock, okay? So that bar can just stay in the rack when you finish your bench press for today. Now we're gonna do a 30-second ring dip bottom hold, okay? So I'm going to the bottom of the ring dip position, shoulders below my elbows, and notice that I'm in a good position here, but my feet are still on the ground. So I can make this more and more challenging by arcing my feet away from the ground, picking one foot up off the ground, and then picking that second foot up off the ground. And I'm just holding that position and then slowly extending out of it. That's one of those ones where you don't want to snap your way out of it or jump your way out of it. Next one is going to be a pinch grip farmer carry, right? So I have the 215s. For the workout, I'd like to see 25s or 35s for the guys and 10s, 15s, or 25s for the ladies. And it's just going to be down and back 2 times in that pinch grip position. You cannot put your fingers through the collar hole in the middle. You must use the pinching muscles in the hands to hold this. And we're just walking down and back 2 times for the pinch grip farmer walk. The last one we're gonna do is an L hold on the rings. And there's the L hold on the rings is definitely the most aggressive way to do this. And if you need to do it on a like hanging or on a bench or a box, that is fine. But if possible, I would like to see everyone attempt to get into the L position on the rings and hold. Even if you have to bend your knees or bend just one knee, try to hold that position with your shoulders supported at the top of the ring dip, okay? All right, and then rest, and that's it. Have a great one. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.